Good evening, everyone. I'm Nathan, here with my wonderful wife, Laura.
Hello.
And we're here to do a review of the board game, Round the Bend.
We're going to connect some pipes, and it's going to be crazy, according to the box.
Oh, the something connecting game with the crazy twist.
I think it says it somewhere else where it's not ripped. The family connecting game with the crazy twist.
Whoa.
Whoa, so crazy. You can probably see our box is a bit faded, unfortunately. That's just what happens with older board games.
Hey, it was a whole $2 at the op shop, so...
Exactly. So we've got all these different shaped pipes in different colours, and we're going to basically put them together to go from one side of the board to the other.
Yeah, you got to start in your starting tap and then finish on the finishing tap using the combination of pipes, and...
That's it, really.
There's a couple of things along the way you need to watch out for, but that's pretty the gist of it.
Yep. Alright, so let's get everything out of the box. It's quite a big box because, well, a couple of reasons. One is the board is hard plastic, so it's not something that can fold down. And we've also got quite a lot of pipes.
We also have the manual here. It's just a single double-sided piece of paper. We'll have a scan up below.
Alright, so you can see on this we've got, well, some people bending around the pipes for starters, the lovely artwork. But also some of these plastic connectors. So the pipes themselves actually connect straight onto the board as you're building your way across.
So, yeah, we have the starting zones.
Are these ones with the circles?
So orange, green, purple and yellow are your pipe colours.
Yes, for the different players. Up to 4 players, of course. Hang on, we'll just bring you down so you can see. Now there's a dice somewhere. Is that in the bag?
It should be in the bag somewhere.
Sorry, forgive the pipe rummaging noises.
Where are you, little dice?
I don't see it. That's a problem. Hang on. So, how about I start showing the pipes and we'll... Oh wait, no, I found it. Hang on. Here it is. Okay. The die.
So this is a special die, so if you lose it, you're kind of stuffed.
Yeah.
Basically, each turn a player rolls the die, and then depending on what part they roll is what part then they can use to install in their pipe network.
Yes. There's all different shapes. They all have names as well. I don't know whether these are just for this game or whether these are the names of those shaped pipes in like plumbing pipes.
Plunge, sprocket, elbow and blocker.
I would suggest that's probably the accurate term for plumbing pipes as well as this game. Also, I apologise in the background if you can hear like a lawnmower or a whippersnipper or something. Someone near us is doing their
and
gardening.
it's definitely not the first or second or third person to do their gardening today while we're filming.
No, not at all. Okay, so let's start getting the pieces out so we can show you all the different ones. So the biggest one is the Clunge. No idea if I'm pronouncing that right. Yep, that's it there.
So you got one there and you got two you can sort of build off on each side.
Then we have the Sprocket. So there's 4 of these per colour set, and there was 4 of the Clunges per colour set as well. Let me see, where's the elbow? There is the elbow, so hollow, and then one sort of out piece on the other end.
Like an elbow. Hey, look at this elbow right there.
Like an elbow, yes. There's 8 of those per colour set. And then the rarest
The blocker?
piece, have we pulled any of them out yet? No. Is the blocker, which is like an end cap. Blocks off the pipe. And there's 2 of those per colour set.
Obviously you don't want that, but it depends on if I roll a blocker, I can put a blocker on your pipes. But we'll show you.
Yeah, so it's the only piece that doesn't go on your own pipe is the
No.
blockers, because you use them against others.
So at the start of the game, you basically pick all the colours. So if I'm orange, I get all my little orange pipes and connectors out. And then I start building off the orange
spot
bit.
there. Yeah, so where the circle is your start. You want to make it across to the other side because you can see this whole side is orange underneath. That you can end on any one of those.
Yeah, and I think they usually say play opposites.
If you've only got 2 people, they do recommend a certain 2 sides of the board. Was it opposite or was it next to each other? I think it was next to each other. So like if it was only 2 of us, you go green and purple, because if you're nowhere near each other on the board, you might just do this. And your pieces might never kind of mix in together.
There is one thing, if I'm playing here, going over here, I can't use an unused starting zone, so I can't end on that purple starting pipe.
No, so it can't be this one, but any of the others are fine. The corners you probably see have kind of the both colours, like one either side. either of these colours can finish on a corner
Yes.
piece, if that's just where you end up. So we're not going to do a full playthrough because I'm dreadful at this and Nathan will win with ease, but we're just going to give you an idea. So if Nathan were to roll, let's assume you're orange because that's the starting space
I
we
got an
have.
elbow, so I'd go beautiful.
You don't have to do it that way. You can go, I mean, I don't know why you would, but it can point outside the board and then
Yeah.
you can come this way, but I mean, you want to go over there, so.
So let's say, yep, and let's say you're doing green, even though you got no green, you got another elbow.
So I would get the elbow, the green starting space is here, and again, I would do like the same thing. They stay together pretty well. Like you can see I'm lifting that and the whole board's getting lifted, so that's nice.
I will also mention, once per game, every time the first time you connect your piece
Sometimes it's a little awkward to get them to work
to one of the bottom base pegs in the middle.
in the middle.
I earn an extra turn, but once per game.
Yeah, so the first time you connect it, you get to roll again. So say Nathan got that and put it there.
And then
He's connected with one of the middle spaces, so he
I'd
would
roll.
grab the die. Yep.
And then I would go, okay, beautiful, I'll go up. Because if I go down, I'm going to block myself off. You can't, if I do this, that's not a valid move because then I can't possibly...
because you can see there's no openings there then available. So you have to think about, do you want to go that way? Do you want to go up? Because you can go up as well.
Now let's say that you roll...
You can't turn them while they're on there, by
No,
the
they
way.
lock in.
Yeah.
You roll the blocker.
So I would grab one of my blockers and I would say, well, Nathan, with how he's got it here, only has one like open end he can continue on. So I have to put the blocker there. If he's got like somehow multiple bits sticking out, which does happen, I can block either one.
And then on my turn, I can either ignore that blocker and try and build up another pipe if I've got one free.
If he had one, yes.
Or I use my turn to then remove the blocker and then my turn ends.
You don't get to roll. Yeah. So
Remove my blocker.
like I said, they do stay on there very well. Removing them is a little bit fidgety, so you wouldn't get another turn, so it would then be like my turn.
But I'm just going to say,
Oh, sorry.
I'm just going to start building down. And
Yeah, so we're not going to play the whole thing, but again, you can
I'm out
pick
of
to put
orange.
them however you choose. You do have to think about it though, because if you just keep coming across at the one level without going up at all, like I can't, this doesn't work anymore.
You've got to be able to fit it in without removing pieces.
Yeah, so you really have to think like maybe when I was back here, I can't get it apart now. You know, maybe when I was putting my second bit in, rather than pointing it this way, maybe I need to have it up
and then use
so
it.
that then I can go across the top of Nathan's pieces and things like that. So there's definitely some strategy there, or you can just, you know, go for it and hope for the best.
I'm just going to connect mine to the
The other side.
end. So yep.
So obviously we would be taking it in turns if we were playing for real. Nathan wouldn't just be building on by himself. It is pretty difficult when you have 4 people because obviously there's a lot of pipes. I could have passed you though. If you
It's alright.
There's a lot of pipes to, oops, there goes one. A lot of pipes to move around is what I'm trying to say if you do have 4 people all building on their start spaces at the same time.
So that's an example of a winning play from start to an open finish sort of pipe. So the tap.
And this is one of those scenarios where if you hadn't quite connected it yet and I got a blocker to put on, I could have put it here or here, for example. Not that it would have stopped.
Or I could have built there and then built around if there was blockages. So
Yep, because you could have finished on this one or any of the ones with orange underneath. So it's pretty neat, but if you are playing with someone strategic, it can be pretty difficult.
yes, Laura doesn't like playing with me.
No, Nathan's pretty good at thinking about where he wants to go and how to do it, and I'm just randomly putting the pieces in. Oh, this will do.
Good enough.
So it's not my sort of game to sit down and play over and over again, but you like it.
I do. It's neat.
We just like I think the games that have
Physical
3D structure kind of thing, rather than just like flat board cards and not much else.
A lot of like licensed stuff in the 90s and 80s with just flat boards and...
Go from start to finish.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more quirky. If you enjoyed watching this video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know in the comments section down below if you've ever seen this. I know there's a lot of like video games, like old video games and like apps and things that are this sort of connect pipes games and all that.
Like Pipe Dreams.
But yeah, have you seen it in this sort of form, in a board game form?
And does this drive you around the bend?
It drives me around the bend for sure. Hit that subscribe button and check back soon. We have videos every single Tuesday.
Sounds good.
Thanks for watching.
Bye bye.